like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington football team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Panthers 7, Washington 0. Austin Seibert.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. McDonald sets to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is McDonald. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted.
He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
2nd down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He's going to air one out. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
Austin Seibert on for the
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
35-yard line.
They go play action with McDonald. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Watch the run. And 58 to Mike. 58, boys, 58 to Mike.
Out of the gun, McDonald. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now they try the right side here. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
9-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Record.
They run. This is Scarborough, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
58 to Mike. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Here's McDonald to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Now Scarborough, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Washington. Bo Scarborough, his first touchdown on the year.
And Washington has made this a one-score game.
And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Gets through, and now an opening. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
7.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a handoff here to his running back. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Flushed out right, and he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
With the score, Panthers 20, Washington 7.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down.
This is McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
12. First down, Panthers.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Carolina.
Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on first down. McDonald. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a
gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. McDonald. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. 23 yards, the pickup there.
1-yard line.
On first down, McDonald. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And a give this time to the tailback. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
First and 10.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go. Mike 5-5.
Now they try the right side here. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Again, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
65. 65. 65. Dragon 60.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown of the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Hopkins with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
3rd down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The third down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we come upon halftime. Intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield.
And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. How you getting the headache? How you getting the headache?
From the gun, it's McDonald.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey. Mark 7, 19 right. Check 50, check 50.
Looking to throw. McDonald. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Don't get nervous. Mike 55, Mike 55. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
34.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his fourth touchdown on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
35. Washington, 20.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 57's the mic. Rock 57. Watch the pass.
Back to throw. McDonald. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And Washington has made this a one-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Washington.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I can't believe you let you play. I can't believe you. 56 the mark. 56 is the mark. I got it. 56 the mark, boy. Not sweetheart.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Second and 13. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Touchdown.
Curtis Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because To be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch a slack. Watch a slack.
Throwing again. McDonald. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first and 10, McDonald. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
You can't block me. Hey, watch out. Check right 54.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Check. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch smash. Bring it. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
To throw on third down. McDonald. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Let's go, dude. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, watch the slant.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Panthers 42. Washington 35.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
From the gun, McDonald. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's McDonald off of the play fake.
And he fires one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, McDonald. And this is going to be intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man. Complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Panthers 49, Washington 35. Austin Seibert.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. McDonald. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
On 3rd down, McDonald got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, McDonald. He will find his big tight end over the middle. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and short.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, McDonald. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the gun, McDonald, and it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Samuel, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Washington, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.